Boycotting work, shopping, even going to school are happening across the nation here in Omaha. It's a national protest called A Day Without Immigrants.
Our Johan Marin is keeping an eye on the protest for us. He joins us live in the studio now. Johan, tell us about the purpose of A Day Without Immigrants.
Yeah, Brian and Jacqueline. So the purpose of the nationwide protest is to show the impact immigrants make every single day in the U.S. In South Omaha, I saw many businesses with signs in Spanish like this, letting customers know there will be no business today. I spoke to the owners of the International Bakery who joined in on the effort. They tell me that this isn't the first time they've made a statement like this, and they think it's time to be a voice for the immigrant community.
Most of our customers are either first generation or second generation immigrants, and it's important for them to know that we are with them.
Now, according to the Joint Economic Committee in Congress, for every 500,000 immigrants who would be removed from the labor force, 44,000 U.S. citizens would also lose their jobs. I also spoke to businesses that stayed open today. They tell me they had no choice because they had appointments and they could not miss or found out about the protest too late. In the studio, I'm Johan Marin, First Alert 6.
All right, thanks, Joe.